Hi, Andy. So I live in Scottville, but nobody knows where that is. So I tell everybody that I live in Ludington or near Ludington. But I grew up in Hudsonville. I went to college in Grand Rapids, and I worked for 6 summers in Big Rapids. And so when somebody says, "Hey, where are you from?" I don't know how the heck to answer them. Usually I'll say something like, originally Grand Rapids area, but now in Ludington, or something along those lines. Or sometimes I'll just simply say I'm from Ludington. But this summer, I've really been thinking about what the idea of home really means. And this has all stemmed from the fact that I am not at camp this summer. I know that you guys make fun of me a lot for my love of camp, for my love of all things camp, whether it's tie-dye or dragon costumes or building campfires or doing the crazy motions to worship songs. Camp is just something that really clicked with me. I mean, I was never an overnight summer camper, and so when I first set foot on a camp property, I was 19 and I was a counselor, and I just really jumped in with zero hesitation, and I really found a place where I was comfortable and where I felt like people accepted me for me and that I didn't really feel like I have to put on a mask. And this was kind of a first time in my life scenario that had happened. And if I'm being completely 100% honest, I think it's the only place in the entire world where I've ever felt 100% truly accepted for being me. And I'm not there. I am not there. I am here. I am in Scottville at my apartment doing curriculum development. And it sucks. I miss camp more than anything else because I miss the community that I have there. And don't get me wrong, I love my job and my coworkers, but they're not the stable Christian environment that I crave. I love my church, but it's not something that I can swim in the way that you just swim in camp culture. I miss it and it sucks, and I feel like this whole summer I have just kind of had this like buzzing in my brain. It's like this high level of like background anxiety of being like, you're not where you should be, you're not where you should be, you're not where you should be. And it's like, I can't turn it off. I love camp, I love it so much, but I put a lot of prayer into the decision to not go, and I'm regretting it so much, and I know that I can't be there because there's things that I need to do for my job, and for the first time in 6 years, I'm free to hang out with some friends. Like, my college friends and I, we plan a road trip every single year, and this is the first year that they haven't had to plan around camp. And so we're going in July because it works better for everyone. But I'm still gonna miss it. One of my best friends in the entire world, Em, is still at camp. And she texts me and she Snapchats me all of these wonderful things from camp, and I miss it because, like, I miss hanging out with Em. I mean, I was at camp all last week, doing the friendship camp thing. I was a volunteer counselor for friendship camp, and Em and I didn't see each other like the whole week because she runs day camp. Like, she's the supervisor for day camp, and so we kind of run in different circles at camp, and that's always been true. But for the past 2 years, I've been on Adventure Beach. And on Adventure Beach, then I get to have my evenings to be with the people who I miss and I love, and Emily is one of those people, and I just miss her so much. Like, last Friday, after I was done teaching tie-dye, which was all over my hands, but it's not anymore, it came off, we went over to the Cliffs, which is a park in Big Rapids, and we just, like, we go there at dusk when we do this so that we don't disturb anybody, but there's this one cliff that you can stand up at the top and just scream, and you can just scream off all of your anxieties and your fears, and so you stand up there and you just yell, "I wish I was at camp this summer because I miss my community so much," and it just echoes back at you, and it's just really cathartic. And so we did that, and I miss being able to do that, like, whenever I want. There are no cliffs here. I suppose I could do it at Ludington State Park, but it's just such a crowded place that I don't want to freak anyone else out, So many people have told me that I'm blessed to be in Ludington this summer because it's a gorgeous tourist destination, there's the lovely lake and the beautiful state park, and I'm so close to my school, and I'm getting paid like a lot of money to work on curriculum development, which is not something every teacher has the opportunity to do. But the more I think about it, I just wish I was at camp. I miss it. It's home, and it just sucks that I'm not there. I'm really, really, really struggling with this. So that's it. That is the entire topic of my video. I know that I haven't posted consistently in the past few weeks because of school obligations and then camp. And so it's going to be weird for my very first video to be how much it sucks that I'm not at camp. But, you know, it's what I'm feeling. It's what's easy for me to make a video about. So I'm not going to hide what makes me me, because camp is part of that. And even if I'm not there, I think it will always be a part of that. I love you, Andy. I hope you understand. You know that I've always loved things deeply and intensely, and you know how hard I took it after we finished, like, you know, tech in high school, but I feel like this is 10 million times worse because I was an established part of that community, and now I feel like it's gone. So, I love you, hon. I'll see you on Thursday.